All right, we are cutting our puff pastry into a perfect circle. We're gonna pull back that excess puff pastry and just leave our circle on the parchment paper. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna come in with my cheesecake no bake, and we're gonna add a very thin layer of our cheesecake right on top of our puff pastry. And yes, it does say this is a no bake cheesecake, but all that means is that you don't have to bake it to eat it. It can still go in the oven and into your puff pastry without any worries. So just get a nice thin layer on there. This is gonna be so yummy. Okay, now that we have that layer all set, I'm gonna grab in a second puff pastry circle, and we're gonna line this up the best we can so that I can go directly on top of its twin. And we're gonna peel back that parchment paper that the puff pastry comes with and just maybe pull and tug our parchment paper so that it meets the edges of our other puff pastry. Beautiful. Okay, and for this layer, we're coming in with our cherry pie filling, and we're just gonna use the yummy kind of jam stuff that comes with the pie filling and do another thin layer right on top of our puff pastry. It's okay if you get a cherry or two in there, but we are saving that for something later, and this just needs thin layers. That is the trick to this beautiful holiday dessert. I love making puff pastry desserts, especially around the holidays, and this is really gonna be a showstopper. I wanted it to be red so that it was more festive. All right, call me crazy, but I got one more puff pastry circle cut out that we are going to place right on top of our cherry. Okay, kind of adjust it so that it is covering up all of that cherry, and then peel back the parchment. Easy, beautiful. I have a circle cookie cutter, but we are not gonna cut anything. We're just gonna place this right in the center of our puff pastry. That looks pretty centered, maybe a little bit more that way, okay? And then we're just gonna do a light press. Very, very light, because we do not wanna cut our puff pastry. You can barely see it. Once we have that, we're gonna come in with our knife, and we are going to make cuts from the circle all the way outward. And as I do this, I'm gonna kind of rotate my pan so that I ensure I get the straightest lines. So let's do this all around our circle. All right, now that we got this kind of looking like a sun, it's time to make some magic, and we're gonna grab 2 pieces at a time, pull them kind of away, and then twist them away from each other, just like so. And then pinch the ends together, just like this. So we're gonna go ahead and grab 2 more, pull them up off of the paper, twist them away from each other, and then pinch them at the end, just like this. All right, we're gonna do that with the rest of our puff pastry. All right, we have our last pair of cuts. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them apart, twist them outwards. I'm gonna twist them twice, and then pinch them together at the end. That's looking really pretty. All right, all good puff pastry needs an egg wash. So we're going to kind of scramble up our egg a little bit so we can add a beautiful egg wash to this. This is optional. You can use butter or milk if you prefer, but I had eggs, so I figure might as well do a nice and easy egg wash on these, just super quick. All right, that looks good enough. My oven is set to 400, and this is gonna be in there for 25 to 30 minutes. All right, we took this out of the oven. It looks absolutely delicious. Now what we're trying to make here is a snowflake. So of course we have to add some snow on top of this, just some powdered sugar to really add to the festive feel. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. Cherry cheesecake pull apart snowflake. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and take this off of the parchment paper, or lift it, better yet, onto our cutting board. Give this a try. Best part, you just pull it apart. Oh, I am so excited.
I'm so jealous.
Mmm.